Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Necroxis Retro Lores, the Curse of the Worgen. I almost forgot what this was called. My name is Necroxis. Let's get right to it. Last time we did the war of the battle for Gilnea's city. We actually were winning, but Liam ran in place of an arrow that Sylvanas shot for his dad and died. But then we found out that she was going to be using the Blight, and we kind of evacuated. So now we've fled from Gilnea's city here to Kiel Harbor. And we're meeting with Darius Crowley to join our allies, the Night Elves, who have come to help us now, in dealing with the Forsaken. And we are going to take the fight to them. So let's talk to him.
We do what we must.
They have allies, but so do we. The Night Elves have made good on their promise. They have brought ships and are ready to offer us sanctuary in their lands. Unfortunately, the Forsaken allies have arrived as well. The Orcs are advancing upon us, while the Horde gunships prevent our transport ships from taking our people to safety. The Druids won't hold the enemy back, but the Druids are holding the enemy back, but won't last long. Fortunately, the Elven ships were carrying these siege weapons. Take one of the glaive throwers and meet the enemy head-on. So now we're seriously getting into the war part of this quest chain. We are using this. It's really, really slow. I don't know why they do this mechanic, where they have like a very slow thing. And it's like, it's okay though, we have a speed buff. So here are some of the ancients that they brought with, which is really cool. We need to kill 40 Orc Raiders, 8 Wolf Maw Outriders, and 4 Orcish War Machines. And we have 2 abilities, Glaive Barrage and Launch Glaive. So let's get to it. Once I actually see some of them. Here we go. There they are. And go. Yeah. Don't mess with us. Here's a war machine. Let's use this one. Pew, 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 pew. That shot a lot of glaives. One more for good measure, and it's gone. Shoot this. Shoots like a line of glaives. I really like that. That's cool. I'm looking for some Outriders. I don't know where they're at. I killed one though apparently already. There's 2 of these, so let's shoot that. Okay, so that's dead. Oh, here's an Outrider. Oh, they're protecting the war machines. I see. Okay. That makes sense. That's gone. Here's one more. Okay, so I have 8. Okay, those are all dead. Now I just need to kill regular orcs. That was so satisfying, killing all those guys just there. Shoot him. Oh, I got stuck on a rock. Let's ready, go. Can I can't hit this one, can I? Who's this? I don't give, whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care about you, orc. I'll just run away. And turn and shoot your ass. Almost done. And they're dead. So, eventually found that it's faster to get out of this and run back on this quest, but I'm gonna do it when I'm not surrounded by a bunch of guys. Okay, good. Leave vehicle. And then I can do this, which is quite faster than the glaive thrower. So we did that. We have to talk to Crowley to continue on. We're actually like right at the end of the starting zone. So now we're doing the fight to flee. Basically, is what we're doing. We're fighting the Forsaken and the Orcs to get out of here. It's almost over, Necroxis. Only one obstacle remains between us and survival. Whatever. I'll take that. Let's talk to Lorna. Hey, I got a level and talents, but I'm not gonna pick that right now.
What is it?
End game. We need to get rid of that flying gunship if our people have any chance of escaping. You can see it kind of in the distance over there. Here's the plan. Keel Harbor had its share of rebel sympathizers in the old days. I've managed to round up a hefty amount of incendiary explosives from one of our storehouses. We're going to hit the enemy with a force small enough to fly undetected. The Night Elf Hippogriff should do the trick. Tobias will give you the signal when we're ready to go. Okay, Tobias, let's do it. I can just jump on it right now, can I? Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go get that gunship. Let's go. We don't give no shits, because we are the Gilneans. And so now you can see the map is all uncovered except this little area right here, which you actually don't quest in, so I don't know why they keep that uncovered. You have to physically go and walk over there before you can get in there. So, there's the gunship. I just saw it. My draw distance is terrible. There it is. So basically we have to destroy this and the Forsaken ships so we can get our boats and flee to the Night Elven lands. That is also really crooked. Orcs, I don't know if you know how to fly Zeppelins or not. So here we go. I like how that giant orc symbol right there, or horde. Here we go. Lorna Crowley is right here with us. We have to clear these guys out, I believe. Secure the rafters. Oh, okay. Dot everything up. All the dots.
I want 2 sharpshooters to stay behind and cover the deck. Everyone else, use the ropes to rappel down. Let's give them hell.
This quest is actually why I really like Lorna. You're going to see why. She does so many cool things. Use the rope to rappel down. And here we go. Here she is.
Hands up, greenskins! My men will give you your new bearing. You try anything funny, and we'll fill you with lead. The rest of you, follow me downstairs.
Okay, let's go. I like how that navigator said Dabu. Florida was like, that guy's attacking you. Psh, we can't have that shit.
Quick.
She does all of this with just a shotgun, by the way. This is why I love her so much. It's like, I don't even give a shit. Shotgun. She has a sword too, I guess, but whatever. A rapier.
Don't have a target.
We got this, Lorna. Just you and me.
We've got the explosives in the furnace room. Just hold them off now.
Oh, look at that giant orc. Corm bone grind.
That's one big orc.
I have high morale, so I'm unstoppable. I'm fine with that. Let's get him! Yeah! Kaboom! I am inspired by Lorna. You can't stop me. And there he goes.
That would be stealing.
So, basically what we did is we took the Zeppelin and crashed it into their base, which was right here by the wall. It's right here. They're giant. They have a giant base there. If you actually run over there, you can. So you can see some of it here still. What we did is we took their Zeppelin and we went and crashed it into their base. Because we are fucking awesome. Lorna, she does escape. I thought she was going to be on the one I'm on, but she's on her own. And yeah, we got it. So we're flying back to Kiel Harbor. Victorious, I guess, even though we are retreating. This is actually going to be a short finale episode. We haven't done that much. I should have probably just kept it in the previous one, but whatever, it's fine. We did it!
Get Gavin or get going. Make it quick.
We did it, Necroxis. We've started the evacuation. If we leave soon, we'll leave the Forsaken in our dust. Forsaken fleet. Everybody, on board the ships now! You did it. We're saved. Even though we're retreating. So basically, this is it. That was it. Now we talk to this guy, Admiral Nightwind.
Greeting.
And he says, Route Thuron village. Are you ready to set sail, Necroxis? Your people have been granted shelter in the lands of the Kaldorei. Do not worry, Worgen. Your people will get a chance to fight for Gilneas again, this time with the full strength of the Alliance. And then it ships us off to Kalimdor. And here we are in Route Thuron village. I believe we have another quest here. We're basically done, but there's a kind of like an introductory to the Alliance quest, I guess, if you want to say. So we come here. We're at Teldrassil, basically. Teldrassil, excuse me. Krenin, there he is. He has the quest. Krenin Aranas was talking to Random Refugee X. Let's see what he has to say. The Howling Oak. So this is it, our new home. I'm not sure I'll ever feel like I truly have a home again. We mustn't be unappreciative of what the Night Elves have offered us, though. Their race is not one to throw idle welcomes to just anyone. It's a true testament to their faith and generosity that they've taken us in. Gwen and Greymane in the city proper at the Howling Oak. You should stop by, take the portal beneath the tree north of us, and seek out the Howling Oak in the north portion of the city. So basically, this is we go in here. We're in Teldrassil, and then we get to go to quote, I guess the Worgen district of this area, which is basically up here at the Howling Oak. Which is kind of funny because everyone thought when we first heard that Worgen were going to be a race, we thought, oh, they could just turn the park and Stormwind into the Worgen district because the Night Elves were there already. Nope. What they did was they were like, bitches, we don't even give a shit. You don't got no park no more. And it just gets destroyed. So that's nice. It's always nice of you, Blizzard. So now they stuck us with the Alliance, or the Night Elves. I'm going to explain a little bit why I think this is kind of shitty. Because they flat out admitted at this point, or now at this point, with Miss of Pandaria almost done with, I don't remember exactly when, I think it was after Cataclysm was over with, that they basically had an entire storyline where the Worgen... Ooh, I'm lagging here. Am I going to get disconnected? There we go. They had an entire storyline where the Worgen go and fight the Forsaken in Silverpine Forest. Which actually, if you do Silverpine Forest, you get to see that. You get to experience it from the Forsaken's point of view. But you were supposed to be able to do that from the Worgen's point of view, and they just completely scrapped it. They scrapped that storyline. So it's kind of like, this is where, maybe you guys can understand if you're Horde players, where the Alliance are seeing why we think the Horde, the Blizzard favors the Horde. They dropped this storyline. Every zone in Cataclysm is won by the Horde, except for Swamp of Sorrows, and even then the Alliance don't destroy their camp, etc., etc. Let's talk again. The Howling Oak. This oak was grown through the aid of the Druids from a seed taken back on Gilneas. It stands for all that we've endured and all that we've accomplished. No, it really doesn't. May it serve to remind us that our curse is also our blessing.
Gilneas will.
Breaking waves of chain. Basically, it says go to Darkshore. Now we got a scene with Tyrande and Malfurion. She says, "Good evening." It's not even voice acted. Priestess Tyrande, we did not expect you. Good evening. I hope my people have been welcoming to you. These are burdening times, so I fear much may be competing with their good graces. Not at all, Priestess. We're very grateful for all that you've offered us here. When we spoke previously, you offered to repay the favor. I may have to act on that sooner than I would have liked. There is trouble at Lord Danel, a village of ours across the water from Mut Thuron. If any of your people can be spared, I fear war encroaching upon us in Kalimdor. I know the perfect people for such a task. I will send them immediately, Priestess. Thank you again. I am glad to see such poise and composure from your people. Perhaps your curse does not define you after all. We will take our leave. Again, welcome to all of you. So, and that's it. We've officially completed the Worgen starting zone. For a little bit further reading, I'm going to state one more time. Number 1, Curse of the Worgen comic. It is really, really good. The writing is fantastic. The art is fantastic. I think the story is actually really interesting. Secondly, although much to a lesser extent, if you want to see how the Worgen and Gilneans get into the Alliance, I would recommend the book Wolfheart. It's by Richard Knack, but don't discount it right away. I know a lot of people don't like Richard Knack's novels. I'm one of them. I might be at the top of the list. Frankly, I think Storm Rage, which he wrote, is probably the worst book in the WoW universe. But he also wrote Wolfheart, which in my opinion is the best one of his books in this universe. It explains the Horde attacking Ashenvale, and while that's happening, the Worgen are trying to join. There's a dynamic interaction between Gen and Varian. There's also things going on with Maya of Shadowsong. Speaking of her, because we just did a retro lore that had to do with her. Maya of Shadowsong's in it, although I'm not exactly happy with how she ends up at the end of it, but I'm not going to spoil it. So yeah, Curse of the Worgen comic, go pick that up. I'm guessing you could find it for $15 at the most. And Wolfheart, probably around that same price too. So thanks for watching, everyone. This has been the Curse of the Worgen retro lore series. If you have any suggestions for older storylines, quests in the game, scenes, what have you, that you think that people should see because they're interesting and they're lore-filled. The key point is that they're lore-filled because this is a lore channel. So yeah, if you have any of those, leave those suggestions in the comments below. I'll be sure to read them. I will try to get those done. I actually wasn't planning on doing this, but people were suggesting it, so this is why I did this retro lore instead. So thanks again speaking is really hard for me sometimes. Once again, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope to see you next time for whatever Warcraft lore that we choose to explore, because there is always more Warcraft lore in this universe, especially with an expansion coming up. Warlords of Draenor is coming up soon. We're hoping around summer, although Blizzard hasn't stated that. That's what a lot of us like to think based on various things. So hopefully when that beta comes out, I'll be able to get you footage for that. And until then, I'll see you guys for whatever we choose to explore next. Farewell.